Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In the cabin, Steffy tells Hope she feels bad for Carter. You got to him. Hope argues that he has a mind of his own and says they were trying to save the company. Steffy tells her that thanks to their little heist for power, neither one of them will ever step bottom in Forrester Creations again. Hope tells Steffy she pushed them too far. You were wrong. Steffy rolls her eyes. Then we go again. Hope says she was wearing lingerie for Finn. I was staying for Carter. At Forrester, Ridge paces in the office until Taylor appears asks for Steffy. Ridge says she's around nearly. Taylor asks if he's okay and shuts the door. What's wrong? Ridge doesn't indeed know where to start. He says Carter isn't the man they allowed. He was. He twice crossed him and all of them and was trying to take over the company. Taylor can't believe what Ridge has told her about Carter. He's your stylish friend. Ridge doesn't know why he deigned so low. Taylor asks why he did it. Ridge says, the great Hope Logan. Taylor still can't understand this. Ridge says he was seeking justice for the woman he loves. Taylor gawps, stay, you're saying? Ridge nods, that's exactly what I'm saying. In the design office, Brook flashes to Ridge, complaining that Carter's fidelity lies only with Hope. Katie comes by and says she got her textbook. What's going on? Brook says she has commodity to tell her. Now that it's out in the open, she can. It's Hope and Carter. They're involved. Katie's eyes widen. Brook clarifies that they're in a serious relationship. Katie admits it's a bit of a shock, but she's not worried. Brook says there's more. He no longer works then because he tried to seize control of the company. Katie gawps. No way in a million times the achievement? She says Carter is as pious as they come. Brook says his commitment have changed. She's sure Ridge has filled Steffy in by now. Katie thinks she must know also that she was wrong for firing Hope. Brook says it was all set in stir by Steffy. Worse, Ridge is now hearkening to her and condemning Hope for Carter's treason. At Il Giardino, Electra goes on about how stupendous it's that Remy is working there. He says he hasn't dropped a charger yet. She must be his good luck charm. Electra warns he'd more get used to seeing her every day. Remy shafts and will takes in the exchange in silence. Remy tells Electra he loves talking to her and is happy they'll get to hang a bit more. He adds it was nice meeting Will and walks off. Electra tells Will she thinks he'll like getting to know Remy, he's a great Joe. Electra tells Will she and Remy used to work at a movie theater together. He used to sneak in their musketeers for free occasionally. Will says it sounds like they go way back. Electra says they were only ever musketeers. Will assures her he's not jealous. Electra's glad. She's with the man she wants to be with. They hold hands and Remy notices. Electra asks Will to go to the new Christmas horror movie with her. He'd be recognized. They kiss across the table and Remy looks visibly worried and dismayed. In the cabin, Steffy asks Hope why she didn't just tell her she was staying for Carter. Hope wanted to cover her relationship. She should have taken her word for it, but she was looking for any reason to get relief of her. Her blatant casualness forced their hand. Steffy asks, are you kidding me right now? Are you really trying to justify achievement at the company? Steffy tells Hope the company was suffering from her line, stinking them dry. Carter wanted to cut it just like her. Carter was armed to the teeth with data that you didn't like, and now suddenly he's, what, your biggest addict? You're sleeping together? She thinks Hope really did a number on him. She and her family valued his input and morals. She allowed. He'd be vulnerable to a woman like her. But she was wrong. Carter not only betrayed my father, he betrayed me too. In the design office, Katie can't believe Ridge is putting all the blame on Hope. Brook says he agrees with Steffy that Hope is corrupting Carter. Katie argues that he wouldn't allow himself to be manipulated. Brook agrees and her son wouldn't do commodity like that anyway. Katie says Carter would only have done this if he allowed. It was absolutely necessary. Brook is upset about how Ridge is talking about Hope, but she can't really defend her conduct. Katie asks her to promise that she wouldn't let this come between her and Ridge. In the main office, Ridge tells Taylor that Brook was the only bone. Who knew about Hope and Cater? She muses about starting a relationship with a secret. Ridge says Carter has fallen hard, so hard he'll put a cutter in his reverse. Taylor knows this must be veritably hurtful. Ridge trusted that man with his life. Taylor says he and Eric were both so good to him. Ridge says it should have been a red flag when he slept with his father's woman. Brook appears at the door in time to hear Taylor ask, "Do you really suppose this is all because of Hope?" She hears Ridge answer, "Absolutely." Hope is back there pulling the strings. Brook walks by and gives them the hairy eyeball. In the cabin, Steffy tells Hope she knows Carter and this isn't him. He's kind and pious. Hope says that's why he couldn't sit back and let her destroy the company with her silly turf wars. Steffy says just because her line bombed, doesn't mean the company is failing. Does she anticipate her to believe that her takeover is to save Forrester from her? This is each about you and what benefits you. Do you indeed watch about Carter? Hope says, "Of course I do." Steffy hollers, "He lost his job because of you. His character is done. He's banned from the structure. All because you got in his head." Hope tells her to stop, but Steffy reprises that she manipulated him. Hope says it was a collective decision. They both agree that Forrester is in hopeless need of new leadership. Steffy says she must have been on her A game to get Carter to do a 180. However, she might be impressed if she wasn't so appalled. Hope complains that they lowered Carter's ideas. Steffy says he no way felt slighted before she got into his head. She finagled this whole situation. "We Forresters have opened up the door to you Logans, and this is how you thank us, really?" Hope argues they helped make their family dynasty. Steffy says, "And now you want a bigger piece of the pie, which proves that we've every right to be conservative." She tells Hope they'll no way trust her again. All she and Brook do is destroy good men. Congratulations, Hope. You're eventually just like your mama. In the main office, Brook asks Ridge, "What did you say?" He tells her, "You know where I stand with Hope." Brook replies, "Ridge, you have every right to be worried, but to claim that it's all my son's fault." Taylor asks how she can defend her. Brook isn't blinking their conduct, but nothing constrained Carter into drawing up those documents. Taylor says lust makes people do effects they wouldn't do typically. Brook says her son doesn't use people. Ridge says, "You can call it whatever you want, but Carter was told by Hope. Carter wouldn't do this to him, and he wouldn't do this to the company. Commodity happed to him." Brook gawps, "And that commodity is my son, is that what you're telling me?" She knows Hope had a part to play in this, but he can't condemn her fully. "You can't do this. You can't pick sides. You can't go down that road. I don't watch what Steffy and Taylor suppose or what they say. Please, I'm soliciting you. You cannot let them crop us against each other over my son."